I've been playing the Pokemon TCG for 16 years now, and one of my first products ever was one of those World Championships decks, the 2009 Stalgon David Cohen's deck, and it had this little booklet showing just how fun the World Championships was to go to, and I knew I wanted to go. So first things first, stop by the Big Pikachu, took a pic, and you may notice something. There's no one here. That's right, it's Wednesday, and I have one of the earliest possible Pokemon Center reservations, 3:15. The first thing I bolted to buy was the exclusive plushies. I was most excited for Fennekin, which there were plenty of, Machamp's wearing his adorable Letterman jacket, and Jigglypuff's a little plain, but it's the Smash Bros ult. I don't even know if that's intentional, but it's a crazy pull. Unfortunately, Pikachu is long gone. This was basically the only item I really wanted that I just couldn't get. Getting into the Pokemon Center was pretty smooth by the time we got there. They were very clear on who was allowed to be in the line, and that line only took like 15 minutes to get us inside, despite how hectic it looked. Though I missed out on the plush, the Pikachu statue was an instant pickup for me. He's wearing the same little outfit. I mean, it pretty much fills the same hole in my heart, and they had a ton of these bad boys. I also picked up the pin. I really just wanted anything with this Pikachu on it. Like the TCG products. Now, back in my day, these were the big deal. These were why you went to the World store. And I've always wanted World's TCG merch. Pikachu in his varsity jacket got this nice double deck box with all the other Pokemon plastered throughout. There's this cool blue and orange playmat, and of course a metal damage counter dice set with a Jigglypuff themed coin. But I much preferred the merch with the big pile of Pokemon in the car. The deck box has them all separated out, while the dice set shows an emphasis on Pikachu on the coin. But the playmat is sick. With the full key art, all the Pokemon in the car, this might be one of my favorite mats ever. But everyone else's favorite was definitely the Arcanine merch. There was a lineup in the store to get this stuff. A very organized line, actually. I'm glad for this line. Everyone was being very orderly. The dice for this set looks so sick. I love the color choices. I love Pikachu and his cool sunglasses. This is premium. The playmat is slick, black, and elegant. You roll up to an event with this, people know you have class. And the deck box, you pop that thing open, there's Pikachu. Too cool to even look at you. I love it. There were some cheaper TCG souvenirs, though. You wanted this plastic dice box? Hey, that's a nice little pickup. And of course, you gotta get some sleeves. I got one pack. I was like 90% sure I yoinked two. These were a limit of 5 per customer, but I guess my extra pack fell out of my bag at some point. The World's Backpack is another item I was super excited to pick up. It's one of those things. I always saw people with their World's Backpacks going to events when I was growing up, and I want to be one of those people. The only issue I have with it uses the car art without all the Pokemon in it. But I do like the theming regardless. I bought Fennekin on a hat. It's pretty good. I also got the black Pikachu hat. Me and my sister are totally gonna match with these. Don't question where I got a second one. Of course, you gotta buy an entirely new wardrobe. I got the wraparound shirt. You gotta get the World's wraparound shirt. I got the yellow t-shirt too. How often do you see a yellow shirt? Plus it goes really well with this red shirt I like to wear, but it was time to check out. Now at this World's, they did lotteries to buy the most highly desired merch. A shiny Gyarados figure, the Bear Walker skateboard, and the World's 2025 jukebox. And you know, Black Bolt and White Flare ETBs. I won 3 of these lotteries for both of the Elite Trainer boxes and that jukebox. So I had to stand in a special checkout line. A long checkout line. A 3-hour long checkout line. Now luckily my friend Steve was there and he also won a lottery for the Bear Walker board, so I was not alone. Steve, would you like to comment on what standing in that huge line was like?
Hey! Don't you still have that graded card and playmat you're supposed to give me? Where's that at, huh? Where's that at?
Steve will no longer be in this video as we've parted ways due to creative differences. On my way to check out, well, the line went past merch, so I threw more in my bag. We got the Pokemon pin bag, and eat a bag to show off your pins on the outside. Yes, mine is nothing but Mia Xenoblade, ignore her. And a binder type deal on the inside to store more pins for trading purposes. I bought this bag because someone else ditched it in a pile of plushies. The line giveth, the line taketh away. I also got the World's 2025 lanyard and pin set. And this is the one thing I got buyer's remorse on. It was $35, which I guess if you count the lanyard at 15 and each of the pins at 10, like, okay, it maths out, but that's really the max of what it could have been, and this wasn't marked in the store as far as I could see. And I got this blue button up, which I figured could make a cute outfit. Unfortunately, I just look like Weird Al when I put it on, which is not what I'm going for. No offense to Mr. Weird, I loved you as Milo Murphy. Also, I got the Letterman jacket, but not for myself. That one was for Phil. Turn. Love it, girl. Anyway, we waited in line. Time ticks slowly in purgatory. I made a funny face. We talked about our hopes and aspirations. And finally, we check out. I got my jukebox and cards, but one thing was still tearing at me. There was this really cool Pokemon baseball jersey. It was the thing to get. I wanted one. I thought I'd look great at it, but they were long gone by the time I got into the store. Except, my checkout lady asked me if there was anything I really wanted, anything that I just couldn't find. I told her about my search for an oversized jersey, and she said, I'll check if we have anything in returns. I love you, checkout lady. Anyway, I got the jukebox back to the B&B, plugged it in, it's super cool. The thing on the front opens to be a CD player, but it also has Bluetooth mode, so I'm the first ever person to play Real Big Fish on the World's 2025 jukebox. Also, I looked great in the jersey, as expected. I know what I'm about. We got Korean barbecue, but that's not Worlds related. I just really want an excuse to put in the videos I took of the food. Cause damn, that looks good. Are you seeing that cheese pool? Anyways, the actual event started on Friday, and heading in with this huge crowd, taking position to watch the opening ceremonies live, this is when it felt real. I was at the Pokemon World Championships. I loved this little opening trailer, an absolutely adorable animation that really got you pumped. And then live performances, one of which featured Nate Wants to Battle. He is literally one of the reasons I make YouTube videos. He's one of the first YouTubers I ever watched who made me realize that this was a thing. I probably would not be making content if not for him. That was a crazy thing to see. Also, I totally stared at him a bunch on his lunch break, but that wasn't my fault. He was standing behind my friend Micah, so whenever I looked at Micah because Micah said something, I would look at him. Honestly, it's Micah's fault for not being bigger. Screw you, Micah! And Nate, if you're watching, sorry, your performance was a banger. I loved it. I took a picture with this Fennekin because, like, it's Fennekin. Miraidon was there. He came to life. Good for him. Since Black Bolt and White Flare came out recently, there was this big museum of card arts from the set. And obviously, I like looking at cards. I saw my favorites, Muna and Musharna. They had these cool screens for TCG Pocket Art. And then I saw myself.
Oh my god, wait, Mia.
Yeah.
Wait, Mia.
I know, I am a celebrity.
Oh, I guess I didn't explain that. I was dressed as Hilda, one of many Hildas. Shoutouts to all of us who said, dang, that looks like a nice costume to wear in the hot California sun. The card museum had an activity area where you could make your own cards. So obviously, I took the chance to create a masterpiece. I'm not great with scale. My Sprigatito looks much better. I really embraced the middle school notebook doodle style. There were way more impressive art pieces hung up on the wall, though. Seriously, how were there that many talented artists here?
This is actually foul. This is going to get taken down if they know what's good.
I met friend and mod of the channel, Giggle Gal, who gave me this adorable Pikachu drawing. I love him, and I love his chubby thighs. She also gave me this retro Pikachu, which is coincidentally enough, one of the retro Pikachu figures I didn't have already. In the Worlds event itself was this little Bandai Namco shop. They make the Pokemon model kits that I've already built a ton of, and they just had new ones there to buy that I was already looking to pick up. So I yoinked a Cinderace that's super cool and posable, alongside a less posable but pristine looking Palmy. You wouldn't be able to tell this isn't just a figure. I absolutely love putting these things together because they're so simple, they're just a chill experience, and they still look great on the shelf afterwards. As we looked around the vendor area more, I discovered that one seller brought my favorite thing in the world. I found the bulk bin. So naturally, I dug through there for about 20 minutes, yoinking out cool trainer arts I didn't have, a lot of e-reader stuff like Totodile, Gloom, Chansey, and this awesome lab, this 3D Voltorb, this Miltank that just got reused for TCG Pocket. These two Nidorinos, you know why this Caterpie is here. Call me a Magnemite, low pressure system, naturally high pressure system to match with it, Good Boy Growlithe, Whalmer on a ship, zoinked up Grimer, call me a Wishcash, this Seadra with majestic waves, this artsy Pidgeotto, freshly evolved Blossom, Sentret. I like him. Spheals with a life of crime. Forever Alone Ammonite. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't have it yet too. A World Championship deck card from my collection of the World card backs. And this McDonald's Victini, which was just a super odd find. Vendors, please bring your bulk. People want to get lots of cheap cards for the art. Around this time, we stumbled into the World Championships pin rally. 7 exclusive pins you could find by experiencing the event. Froakie was given for playing in the retro gaming area. Had a nice game of Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. This game's actually kind of cool. I only ever played the N64 version, but this has incredible pixel art. I gotta check it out after this. Murkrow and Toadstool were the interesting ones though. Murkrow pins were distributed by content creators, and I don't know if you know this, but I know a couple content creators. That was no big deal. Toadstool though were with certain event staff. They usually had a bunch attached to their lanyards though, so they were pretty easy to spot. That one came with a bonus for me though, cause the staff member also hooked me up with the World's Pikachu promo, the one that you got by buying stuff on Pokemon Center leading up to the event that I missed. She just made me promise not to tell anybody so she didn't get mobbed. Well, I mean, you guys are cool. I don't remember where this came from. It might have been a badge pickup, but I got this code for a special Toadstool in Scarlet and Violet, which is a really fun souvenir concept, an actual Pokemon that you can use. Don't even try using that code. I already did. Even if I didn't, they expired already. Nora in the future gave me this pin for my lanyard, which was such a cool idea because there were so many people wearing these things at the event. I absolutely loved seeing all the support. It does remind me that I need to bring something myself to hand out at these events though. I'll get cooking. I got to see the World's Museum, a big old display of merch from every single World's past. There was something so satisfying about finally seeing all these things in person after looking at them in the little World's deck booklets as a kid. Especially the DS cases. I love these things. I wish the DS was still relevant, so they still made them. They also had the competitor cards, which where else are you gonna see these? Also, Psyduck was nearby. I'm kind of a Psyduck fan. I like his little dot eyes. They're so cute. We took a sitcom character pic, like he just cracked a joke and we're about to cut to commercial. My thighs are huge in this picture. Anyway, I had to open those cards I got from the Pokemon Center. I talked about the ETBs, but there was also a hole in the wall where a lady was handing out Shrouded Fable. Like you just walked up to it and were given a Shrouded Fable booster bundle. I'm not gonna say no to cards at MSRP. I opened these bad boys with Giggle Gal and my friend Annie. Also, Yukinas feet guest starred because he wouldn't move them. I don't know if that makes this footage better or worse. Pokeball Tranquil.
Nice.
A great foil on that one. A Full Art Excadrill EX and the reverse energy. That was a 3-fer. Oh, I love this. I'm a big Charon fan. I love this. I wish the Full Art was in the set. It's not. But I am a big fan of this.
School you.
He
said you got to learn.
A Bouffalant EX with Boofer. I remember Boofer. And an energy. All right. Okay, the girly.
Nice.
I mean, yes, wife. You're right. When you're right, you're right. And you're right. Genesect!
Ooh.
Not bad. A Pokeball Woobat? Not bad.
It looks really nice on the purple.
Oh, yes! Oh, this is one that I wanted so bad.
Baby spotted.
Yes! Oh, Pokeball Solosis, okay.
That's cute.
Okay, I'm not. What the?
Oh my god.
What?
Can I ride them?
Well, we'll talk. Okay, it's not one that I'm super interested, so we will talk.
Oh my god.
Don't you worry. And an energy. Kyurem. Okay, that kind of hits because I pulled the Full Art Reshiram and the Full Art Zekrom already.
Oh my god.
So like that's a complete set for those. That's crazy. I might display those together. Juniper.
Another wife.
Yeah, you know.
Another wife.
Oh.
Join the party.
Pokeball Rufflet. Oh wait, that's not Pokeballs, that's Master Balls.
Oh!
That's a Master Ball, baby.
Wow.
It's just on the dark, so it's really subtle.
She's modest. She's a modest girl. Let's go!
That's not, we did not pull a monkey, I just wanted to go monkey mode. As Worlds came to an end, I was eager to check out the stadium seating for finals. And I know you've probably heard a lot of people couldn't get in, but I headed for the doors at about 2 p.m., grabbing my wristband and taking my seat. The doors closed at 2:12. That was way too close, oh my god. This was a great place to watch the final matches, the award ceremonies, the closing announcements. They had this reactive floor that was basically just Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure Yu-Gi-Oh!'s World Finals are held in a back alley with a folding table. But Pokemon gets a legit live concert. When I was 9 years old, flipping through the little booklet in David Cohen's World Championship deck, I never would have imagined I'd get the chance to go to the event in any capacity, let alone being one of the first people ever to see the World's Finals live in a stadium. And now I find myself rewatching all this footage, just as eager to go again next year as I was 16 years ago.